And I am still on this unwritten rule method. See, it's just bad. Look, that's a toilet pot right there. I mean, it's meant for us to do our private business in there, right? So when you are done using that spot, it just makes sense to flush. That's the right way to do it. When you flush, what else do? You don't walk out of the bathroom. No, you have to make a little turn and check if it's properly cleaned, if everything that you dumped in there went through the right direction. That's what you do. You don't just finish flush and then you just spam, you go. No, this we're talking about living in a house, even if you're living alone. Now, worst case scenario, you're living with someone else, you're in somebody else's space. This is all happening. You use the bathroom, you check before you leave. Check, double check. That's what you do. When you double check, it makes hell of sense. Because now, sometimes you flush, right? You flush, maybe your poop is not completely gone. Maybe it's gone and maybe you have traces on the walls of the pot. You don't want that. I just feel awkward when somebody comes and sees my business rubbed everywhere. So I just feel like people should have this kind of consciousness, And then there's also men. I mean, the pee, it's natural. They have their own way to pee. They don't have to sit on the pot, except those who don't want to fight with people like me. No, they don't have to sit on the pot to pee. And when you finish doing your business, it's natural that some people will just grab tissue to, clean, or some will just maybe shake or something like that. And when you're shaking, there's some pee on the tip of your stuff. It's just natural. It's organic. Some of it may drop on the toilet seat. You know what I mean? Just look. After doing that, you zip up, you put your business in there, you zip it up. Get tissue, look on the toilet pot if you have spots of your pee on it. It's your pee. Grab tissue and do that. That's going to take a few seconds for that to happen. So I don't feel like people don't do it because they don't think they should do it. I feel like we don't have the consciousness. This has to just be like an alert thing in your head. Anytime you use this place, this area in itself, this is the bathroom, this is where all the waste goes through. So going in there, this should be the part of the house. So you have to keep it really clean because by its very nature, it's a thing. So we can't escape that one, right? And there's talking about unwritten rule. That's when you're staying living with people, they would look at those things and they don't want to talk because now you may feel like they want to control you because you're in their houses. But over time, this is human nature. They would feel frustrated. They will feel bad about it. And you guys might even have a bigger problem. So keep it in mind. Even when you're living alone, do that so that when somebody comes to your house, they will, hey, can I use your bathroom? You're not rushing to go, hey, let me go check first to see if it's, no. You can, anytime you use it, it's always properly cleaned. Now, the next group of people, which I am thinking, I was going to make a whole video for them, but I have to just add it to this video. Now, we come from a background where we pray. That's fine. When we start talking like this, we're not against prayers. No, we're not. Now, if you're living with somebody, you are cohabiting. Per se, you are sharing an apartment with a friend, a family member, or whoever. You're sharing an apartment, or you go pay a visit somewhere, or you're living in somebody's house. Maybe you migrated for your own reason. People migrate for so many different reasons. Now, if you are there, you are this prayerful person, which is good. Now, you must not start praying at 5 a.m. in the morning when someone else is sleeping. Just try and put yourself sometimes in people's shoes. Now, when you're praying, and nothing is wrong with praying at 5 a.m., but you don't have to be on the top of your voice. You're shouting in the house. People are sleeping. Some people went to work at night. They came back like 3 a.m. or 4 a.m. This one they want to catch a little sleep. Now you start screaming. Or somebody has to sleep to wake up by 8 to go to wherever they need to go to. Just put, this is you talking to your God. You don't have to bring down the roof of the house to show that you're talking to God. If that's how you've been doing when you're in your private space, that's fine. But also consider when you're with other people, there are other things that you need to when you were sleeping alone on your bed, you had enough space. Now you're sharing bed, your space is not enough. When you're sleeping, when you're in your house, you can throw your shoes anywhere you want to. But you're in somebody's house, you have a space where you keep shoes. So these things should also resonate in things like this. Now you wake up midnight prayers, which is fine. Now you must pray midnight prayer and you must be loud. No, and it comes across very blackmailing. I always say this. Because you're sharing this space with them, you're in your house or whatever, I don't know, you're in their house or you guys are in the same space. When they start being loud, when they're praying like this you cannot tell them. Because if you talk, now, you just walk up to them, hey, man, the way you pray is too loud. The next perception they get of you now is that you have some evil spirit that cannot stand their holiness. And before you know it, they keep doing this. Let's say they keep doing it, they don't change it. And it gets to a point where it just gets there. You just have to this is too much. You don't have to be doing this. The next thing, maybe they are leaving your house. And then now they go tell people that you cannot stand, you are evil, you have evil spirit and all that. Before you know it, your name is out there as a witch. You know what I mean? But clearly, they will not tell them how much they were interfering into your quiet times. So people want to just be quiet. People want to sleep. Just relax and understand that. And when you are with people, there are certain what was the word for it? There are certain, is it halfway? There are certain what's the word? Compensation. There are certain things that you have to take into consideration. There's certain part of your happiness that you have to let go or try to cut down the expectations just so two of you can stay in that environment happily. And it makes sense. So stop blackmailing people. Stop making them feeling guilty when they tell you this. Like, just try and see it from their own end. It doesn't mean that they are evil. I'm not saying that they may not be evil, but it just makes sense not for you to be shouting, no, I don't want to keep you in my house. To be honest. Because when I want to sleep, I want it quiet. Yeah, I want it quiet. That's me wanting to sleep because I struggle to even catch a sleep. So when I even get the sleep now, you start screaming, I'm up. That is me going to, my day is just going to be ruined. So these are part of these unwritten rules. Like I said in the previous video, you're in someone's house. I don't care how related you are to them, don't go use people's perfumes, their sprays, their body wash and all those things, their roll-on. The worst case scenario, when I posted that video, someone called me and said, can you know that some people even come to your houses and then they try to even use your toothbrush? That one, it was hard for me to comprehend, but if you're part of those people, stop it. Don't use people's toothbrush. It's just unhygienic. It's not even safe for you as a person. So people's toiletries, don't touch them. Emergencies do happen. You may ask, you have to ask, because these are very private things. Don't use people's towels. You get your friend comes to your house because you're living in maybe one bedroom flat, or maybe you have to share your bathroom, maybe they take a shower. They grab your towel, the towel that you're using. They don't ask for like, can I get a clean one? They just use your towel. It's just wrong. Stop it. Stop it. Don't use people's towel. Don't use people's bathroom things. If you must, ask. And don't do it more than once. It's wrong. It's human nature. They will not be very happy. People, you're living in someone's houses and someone's house, they don't sleep on the couch. Don't sleep on the couch. That's what it is. People get tired of people sleeping on their couches. They may not tell you, but they're not happy about it. So observe. Be very observant and follow these rules. It just makes sense, right?